Hi guys, how are you today?
Good, thanks.
Very good,
First of all, just thank you for taking time out to speak with us.
Cool.
Congratulations on the film. I saw it last night and it was great.
Fantastic.
I have never seen artwork like Ralph's before. It was very creative and powerful and there seemed to be no limits. What made you guys decide that you wanted to do a film about Ralph?
I went to art college as a youth, and in that time, in England, Ralph's art was always kind of like knocking around the counterculture kind of world. I never knew much about Ralph, and he was a very private figure, hard to get your hands on. And so when I left art college, I kind of like, in the back of my mind, I always thought that would be a subject I'd like to work with. So yeah, Ralph is such an influential character in the UK that he was the ultimate goal as far as a filmmaker's concerned. Okay.
And for our audiences that don't know about Ralph and his work, can you guys just give us like a brief description of it and what makes him such a unique and important artist?
Yeah. Ralph is an artist who, first of all, his technique is phenomenal. So his work is controlled and yet anarchic. Yeah. And also Ralph is interested in subjects that I'm interested in and also are important to the world. So Ralph has concerned himself throughout his life to try and flag up the injustices of what's around us. And for me as a young punk and filmmaker, I thought this was the most amazing combination of interest and talent.
And comment.
Mm.
And in the film, there seemed to be a lot of help from the wonderful Johnny Depp.
Yep.
Can you guys talk about why it was so important to get him involved in this project?
Yep.
He was the natural person to be the conduit between Ralph as the artist and the audience, and Charlie, through getting to know Ralph and looking at all the archive, Johnny kept popping up in photos or conversations or writings, or Johnny kind of holds the torch of Gonzo, and they met many years back at Hunter S. Thompson's farm, and yeah.
And what was it like working with Ralph and Johnny?
It was fantastic. Those two had a relation. Johnny and Ralph had a relationship that was complete already. Their love and respect for each other was something that I just had to watch. So as a filmmaker, it was a marvelous thing where when I got those two together, they just fitted perfectly, and they took each other through the process of the filming, and I became an observer of the most beautiful kind of like tete-a-tete between the two, and kind of it was a lovely thing to watch. So.
And watching Ralph work for me was amazing because I love the fact that he never knew what he was going to create until he started creating it. I also love the part where he started working with like the Polaroid camera and like meshing together everything. What are some of your guys' favorite things about Ralph as an artist or like as a person in general?
I would say, well, first of all, Ralph's a lovely man. So as a person, he is such great company. But also, he is able to deliver art that is so shocking and so dangerous that you kind of like feel you have to be careful about how you approach this stuff. And I would say Ralph, deservedly so, gave us the journey that we needed to deliver a film about a truly modern and relevant artist to this time. And I think the beautiful thing about Ralph is he is truly relevant to today. His art is concerned with now.
Can you like briefly describe the relationship between Ralph and Hunter? Because in the beginning he was like, I thought he was weird, he thought I was weird. Right? It didn't seem like they were getting along, but then as it went, like it seemed really
yeah.
well.
I think
it developed into a real kind of deep brotherly love, and like in a way, like many relationships that siblings have, there's a profound, deep love, but there's also a little bit of rivalry. There's, relationships are complex, aren't they? And their relationship certainly had those layers of complexity. But they recognised in each other, a kind of creative partnership, a way in which the kind of synergy, the coming together of Hunter's words and Ralph's pictures somehow together, it made both parts stronger. And I think they were a huge inspiration to each other.
And just last question, is there some sort of message that you guys have for the people who are going to watch this film?
Yeah. I would say...
Be brave,
yeah,
creative.
Exactly. I think if there's one thing I think the film does is it inspires people. And if my audience are inspired to go out and in any way try and change the world for the better, then that would be how the film's legacy would work. And for anything, if I can do anything with Ralph's art, or I can bring it to a new generation and inspire them to carry on as he did, that would be the thing I most hope happens. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys.
Fantastic.
Very much.
Thank you.